Hi guys, very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the video number 437. My name is Ajay and in this video today we are going to talk about that how to save the Outlook messages in your C drive, D drive or wherever you want it. And so I actually a lot of you had asked me this thing in the past, that what if they want to save the messages in D drive, or as I said, on your system, any location. We are going to make this code dynamic. So how actually we can use this, how we can do that. So if you're watching the channel for the first time, welcome to the channel guys. This is my channel, youtube.com/c/Ajay Kumar Parmar, and we have got 437 videos on Excel, Excel VBA, Access and Access VBA. You also keep on asking me that if they want to learn the Excel VBA or Excel or maybe Access VBA, because there are so many videos, you always get confused that which video is to needs to be seen first, and which video you should actually follow later. So this is the playlist I have created for you. Pause the video and you can note it down. This is for the Excel VBA, this is for the Excel, and this is for the Access front end, and this is for the Access VBA. These are all the playlists which I have created, and these playlists you would see on the front page of my channel when you subscribe to the channel. Please do subscribe to the channel to support this channel also. If you think that this channel is giving you the best, the videos, the best code from the Excel, Excel VBA, Access and Access VBA subjects. So this is the playlist. You click here and you get to see here 45 playlist. Right now I'll not get into the details of all these playlists. The only thing which you need to understand is, first of all, what you need to, what you're looking forward to, what are you trying to learn. If you're learning Access, then go for the titles which has the Access, and if you want the videos on the Access VBA, go for the titles which contains Access VBA. If you're learning only the advanced Excel or basic Excel, go for the Excel title, and if there is a Excel VBA, please go for the Excel VBA. And then of course, after with the Excel VBA, Access or Access VBA, you would also see that what basically we are trying to do here. For example, this is the introduction tutorial, this is the Excel offset function, this is the VBA events, right? And the sequence I already shared with you. This is the sequence which you need to follow, right? So now let's go ahead and let's talk about this the Outlook thing, right? So first of all, I'm going to open my Outlook, and so this is my Outlook which I'm just going to open it. And let's say we are going to target the inbox. So you want to actually save your these files, these the Outlook messages, let's say in the D drive. This time I'm going to make it the D drive. So how you can do that? Now if you're not new to the channel, then you must be knowing guys that we already have around 38 videos I think on the Outlook, okay, where we talked about the different scenarios, different situations. Sometimes you guys write me, and sometimes when I come across any new thing, exciting thing, I go and upload the video. So if you're somebody who's looking really for the automation with the Outlook, then this is a series for you guys. Let me show you. Yeah, Excel VBA connecting Outlook with Excel. Go in this playlist, and when you click on this playlist, you will find there 38 videos I think, right? And this is going to be the 39th video, right? So now I have got the inbox. This is my inbox, and as you can see here, I have got here a couple of emails, like 7-8 emails I have got in here, and these emails I want to save in my D drive. So I'm going to actually first of all go in the D drive. Okay, so this is my D drive, and you can see here this is how it looks like, right? So let me just click on the list. Yeah, so this is my D drive, and of course I'm going to just delete everything from here. Let me delete that, and yeah, let me delete this as well. Fine. Now guys, what is the first thing you would like to do now? Because you're going to work in the Excel VBA, so naturally you have to communicate with the external application, which is VBA, Outlook actually, right, using this VBA. So what you need to do, the first thing which you will do is you go in the tools and the reference, and you tell your VBA that you are looking forward to connect with the Outlook application. So keep pressing M until you find Microsoft Outlook 16.0, right? So I keep on clicking on the Microsoft, and these are all the sorted libraries basically, and I use this Microsoft Outlook 16.0. 16.0 is just a number depending upon the version you use. I use Office 2016, that's why I get to see 16.0, but you may have a different version, right? That's not the problem, but make sure you check mark that and you again go back to the tool and reference to see whether this is activated, this is coming here or not, right? If it is coming, very nice. Now this tells the Excel VBA that we are going to actually use the Outlook, the classes. So Outlook object hierarchy, we are going to use it. So we first write the program. So I just name this as Outlook save file, let's say. Now the next thing which I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all create an object, then O as Outlook dot application object. This is how you create the object, and we are going to specify this. We are going to create this object using this set O equals to new Outlook dot application. So now going forward, O is going to be treated as Outlook object. Once you have created the Outlook object, you need to actually work in a folder called inbox. It can be any other folder as well. So when you want to deal with the folders, when you want to work with the folders, this is the class which you use, which is namespace, Outlook dot namespace, and then this is how you set it. This is how you position it in the VBA memory. This is the object is going to be created, and this is how you write get namespace MAPI, right? Message application platform interface, right? Now I talked about all these things, in my all the rest of the videos as well, right? So the next thing is now I will declare my folder. So I'm just going to write here folder, because using this ONS now I will be very easily going to use the method called ONS dot get default folder, right? So that's why we declare that ONS as Outlook dot namespace, because if you're not going to declare ONS as Outlook dot namespace, then you would not see this ONS dot get default folder. So in order to get this method, in order to use this get default folder method which is given to us by Microsoft, we actually declared this ONS as namespace, right? So these are basically the standard lines, right? And we used it a lot in our previous videos also. Now this is my folder which is defined, as you can see here. This is folder.inbox. Just in case if you're working in any of the subfolder which is inside the this folder, then just write here the folders and then write the name of the folder in the brackets dummy, let's say. So this means that any folder which is created in which is created by you as a subfolder inside the inbox, that's how it is declared. So I am not really going to do that, because I'm just going to target my inbox, right? Now once guys you have set up the folder, what is the next thing you want to do? Now if you look at the Outlook, now before you write any VB programming, I always advise you to look at the things manually as well, from the manual perspective also. Because so let's say you don't know the VBA and you have this task, you have to save all these messages. How will you do that? You will go in every message and you will use some property, maybe right click, or maybe find some option here. I don't know whether it is possible or not, but maybe I think I can use this right click and I can say that copy. Okay, do you see any other option here like save or save as? I don't think so. I don't see it, right? So maybe if I copy this, let's say, now if I copy this and I go to my D drive, let's say I'm going to right click and paste it here. Can we do that? Let me see that. Oh yeah, we can do that. Look at this, guys. This is beautiful, right? So I open this and let me see that whether we are able to open this, and this is good. This is really good. This is the email which is open. So what I did actually is I just right click and copied it, and similarly I select this. Now I'm gonna Control C. Let me see the Control C is going to work here or not. So I just copied it and now I'm gonna paste it here. Alright, this is pretty cool, guys. This is working, right? So this is how manually you can do this entire task, right? So what if I just copy all the things? Let me just use the Shift key. Will I be able to do that? Let me copy this. So I just go and paste it here. Wow, this is amazing, guys. I can also copy the entire folder and can save that. But how to do this with the automation? This is something we are going to do that. Now look at the extension of this. It's .msg, right? Like in Excel you have .xlsx or xlsm. In the Word document it's .doc, and then in the PowerPoint you have ppt the extension. So I will make sure that when I'm going to save these, when I'm going to copy these using the VBA, the messages, I will include this extension as well, .msg. So now the idea is, when you're doing this manually, what are you doing actually? So you are going in every email one by one, right? If you have to do it step by step, let's say, I know that you use the shift key as well and you copied it, but otherwise also, if you have to, if you look at this, so what is happening one by one, you know, even when you copy all the things, when you're pasting them, so how actually it is copying one by one, right? It is getting copied and then pasting, and then copy and then paste, and then copy and then paste, right? So same way guys, in the VBA also you have to do that. So how the VBA is going to you know, learn this, that you know, the VBA is going to understand this, that you have to copy the every email one by one. So we will actually go and use the loop. We are going to say that for every email in this folder inbox, just save this in the D drive. So for that you need the collection loop, and because we are going to deal with the emails, because obviously you need to save the emails, there is a class which we're going to use, which is called the outlook dot mail item, and then I say that my email, which is my object, you can write whatever you want, right? So I'm gonna write here create item ol mail item. So this is going to be treated as a you know, as a mail. So so omail is now my actually email, right? For every email which is in my folder, this inbox, this is going to be treated as email. So I will simply go and write for each my email, which is omail, in my folder. You already know the folder items. This is what we're going to do next omail. Okay, so this loop will ensure that you should go on every email one by one, and when you go there you want to save that, right? So I'm gonna save that. Look at the save as method is there. Then we have the path. So where are you going to save that? I'm gonna save that in the D drive, and in the D drive with what name? Well, whatever name I have actually got it. So I write here subject. Okay, and this subject should be used with .msg, which is the extension of your Outlook. Okay, so I think this is fine. This is how it is going to save. Now I can look at the D drive. This is all looks empty to me. Let's run the code, guys. I'm just going to run the quickly, you know, this code, and let's say we are going to, or you maybe you want to run it step by step. So let's press F8 and let's have a look. Alright, so what is the first email? The first email is attachment 2. Are we able to see that there? Oh yeah, you can see that, guys. Wonderful. So I keep on pressing this, and there we go. So we have all the emails. You can see here all the emails are there. Look at this. Done. So we got all the emails. You can see that there are a couple of these I don't know what exactly it is. There's some, you know, these sort of text files, they look to me. Let me see their extension. Click on the view and let me use this. Yeah, maybe the content is also fine. So basically I'm not sure what exactly is this all about. If I double click here, let me see what is it. It might be some junk stuff which is coming with this FW and re. Okay, so if I go back to, this is very interesting. If I go to the inbox, I want to see that whether we have any email. So we have here these emails, which is RE attachment 2, and this is the email which is forwarded. Do we get the are we getting these emails here? First of all, we need to check that, right? So we got the attachment message, which is ATMT2, so this is there, and then we got the no data, this is there. NCR, we got the NCR, we got the data 2, so we got the test 4, we got the IDs detail, we got the hello and test 1, right? So these are all the emails, and we got this email as well, right? So these emails, if I just open this, let me see that what is it. These are more of your replies, and the forwarded, these are only the plain mails. So I mean, that's pretty I think pretty fine with that. This just says that these emails are forwarded. But if I just want to use the particular type of this, you know, like the type the email which is simply drafted, it's not actually forwarded, or it's not replied, then I can write here OL message as well, right? Now if I just go and let me delete everything from here again. So, and I just make sure this should be list. Okay, so I delete everything here, There we go. Now let's go ahead and run the code here. I use the category OL message, and I'm just going to click on this F5. There we go. So now let's have a look here. So so I think, guys, the problem is, so you know what, these emails actually, one is the reply and one is the forward, and I think the problem actually lies there. So let me have a look why it is not able to capture the replies and forward, because when you want to export it, you want to export all, right? So this is the email. I should be able to open it, and let me go back to the folder. This is very interesting. If I open this, let me double click on that. Okay, so it's actually asking for the, okay, so it's asking for this, which application. So it's not able to identify the application. Okay, so so I think, so we can do one thing. The first thing is that I think this line is not required, because here we are talking about the existing email. We are not creating any email, right? So let me just delete that. This is not required, right? First of all, because you use that line when you want to send the emails, the new emails, right? You're talking about. But here we have the folder and we are already talking about the existing email, so there's no need to write that, I guess. Let's give it a try again, and I just want to, actually there's some problem with the type of the email, I think, in the replies and the forward. So if I just go and run this again, let me see what will happen. So I ran it, and no, you still have the same problem. Okay, so that means it's not able to actually capture the MSG. So guys, I have one, there's one thing which is coming in my mind, and that is, let's do one thing. Let me copy this, let me press Ctrl C, and let's go to the D drive, and let me see that if it is going to paste this, or it's gonna look like same. Oh, it is pasting. That's very interesting. So now it's using the .msg, and you can see that manually, if I'm if I'm able to copy and paste this reply email, it should be, oh, wait a second, let me undo it. What went wrong here? If I just open this email, I saw this colon sign. All right, so I think your subject, it has a colon, and because of that, I guess it's not able to actually convert that. Well, that's my guess. So what I will do is I replace this colon part with the OML subject, right? So I hope you know the replace, this function. So let me tell you, replace means expression. So let's say I write here Ajay, and then find, what do you want to find, which means what you want to replace. So if I say that I want to replace A with what, let's say B, then this is how the replace function works, guys. So what will happen when you run this command, you will see the answer as BJBY. You know about this what do you call this function, substitute function in the Excel? Have you ever used it? Substitute function. For example, if I write here, let's say, same exercise I'm going to show you here. Substitute, go in this text, what do you want to replace? Well, I want to replace, let's say, A, and I want to replace it with B, right? That's it. Instance number, you're not going to write it, because I want to replace every A. So when you press enter, this is how it looks like. And I think even in the Excel we have the replace, same function, replace old text. So what is my text I want to replace? So I guess this is your old text and the start number. So it is asking you for the start number. So let's say I want to start from 1, and then the number of characters. So how many number of characters I want to replace? Well, I say 1, and the new text has to be B. So what's going to happen here? Let's have a look. Look at this, BGAY, right? So basically I said that you got to start from 1, which is this one, that is the first. If I just go and write the start number as 3, then this is going to replace this third character, which is after coming, which comes after J. So this is what you want to see, A, J, B, Y, right? So replace works the same way, but I think in the VBA, the replace works more like substitute, because in the substitute you can directly write the syntax, right? And you can replace it. There's no need to give the positions like in the replace we give. So I think what I will do is I will simply write here replace, write the function directly in this. You can also create it separately, that's okay. So this is my expression where I will have the subject line of every email, and then what I want to find, well, I want to find this colon, and I want to replace it with nothing. So this is how you write, right? So guys, I think this is how. So what will happen finally when the email subject will come, and it will have this colon, because I just saw that, you know, when you email, when the reply happens, or when you forward the email, you know, you get to see this colon. And because of this special character, I guess that's the problem. It is not able to save, because even when you talk about the Excel workbooks, you know, when you save those Excel files, you try to save them with the special character, you will not be able to save, right? Special characters are not allowed. So I think I got this, and I just want to still run it. Let me see that. So this is my D drive, and we are going to run it. If there is no colon sign here, then that's okay, right? It's not going to do anything. And so let's just quickly run this. Let's see. Let's have a look. Okay, there we go. All right. So yeah. Oh yeah, I got it, guys. I got it. We got it. Actually, look at this. This is wonderful, right? So I saved you a lot of time. Trust me, I really saved you a lot of time on this. Otherwise, I don't know how much time it takes, you know, generally to do this sort of, you know, resolve this issue. So basically that was the colon sign, and I will still not stop here. I want to further go and open this. Are we able to open this? That's more important. Oh yeah, you can open. And this is, look at this, this is your RE colon ATMT. So subject line, you can see that it's coming, but while saving it, we just removed that. So wonderful, guys. This is terrific, right? I wasn't expecting this kind of a stuff. You know, when I recorded this, I thought that everything would come normally. So that's it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and especially this replace, the way we actually use this. And thank you so much for watching, and do subscribe to the channel.